So I looked at the numbers on Coupa. I think they had about 170 million of stock-based comp expense in the last 9 months. So those are employees that are getting $170 million in compensation in the form of shares. So they get those shares. They can then sell those shares and get cash for them.
On the public markets.
And then on the public markets and pay their bills. So when a company like this goes private, for those employees to just remain at their baseline comp, that stock-based comp needs to be replaced with something else, or else they're seeing their salaries reduced. So, there's this balancing game when these companies go private in terms of how do you give them the comp that they're earning to keep them engaged in the business?
The answer is you don't.
versus
cutting you let them quit because you want to do a riff anyway.
Right. So, but for the people that stay, right, so there's a balance because it's not just, hey, cut the OpEx. You have to cut the OpEx, including stock-based comp. And this company generated about $210 million of free cash flow or operating cash flow in the last 12 months. Yep. So if you take out the stock-based comp, these guys are actually break even or losing money roughly.
Break even
roughly. So there's a real question mark on this business and businesses like this that go private, where if you actually cut the OpEx and you cut the salaries and you cut the headcount, but you have to find new ways to pay people because you've been paying them with stock in the past, how do you kind of bridge that gap? And I think that's probably a little bit of the balance and the art of what these guys do well.
Chamath, if I may, can you explain to the audience what a private equity firm's expectation is in terms of return when they buy a company like this? And then Sachs, I saw your tweet that you want to feature and you'll go next. Go ahead, Chamath.
Well, I think it's changed over time. And this is what's so powerful about the private equity industry. Look, you have to think about what their incentive is because it kind of guides the